Students in Newport News won't be going to school in the morning because of an H1N1 outbreak. The private school closed its doors today because of the flu virus. Classes will resume on Monday. School officials at Hampton Roads Academy will have the school disinfected tomorrow while students are away. H1N1 vaccine doses are starting to arrive across Virginia, but the death toll from the virus is still climbing. The Virginia Department of Health confirms an H1N1 related death in the Central Shenandoah Health District. Officials say the victim was a girl who had underlying health conditions. She died last week. The results of a lab test just recently came back confirming her death was related to the H1N1 virus. Kids are getting vaccinated at schools, but an Associated Press poll finds 1/3 of parents don't want their kids to get the vaccine.
They're pretty healthy. They take vitamins, wash their hands frequently. We try not to stay around people that are sick.
So many unknowns when you're looking at it's just a flu virus for the most part.
Health officials say 17 deaths in Virginia are related to the H1N1 virus. Virginia's health commissioner says everyone in the at-risk groups should receive the vaccination.
Some Valley residents were on Capitol Hill today, making their voices heard on the health care bill working its way through Congress. More than 10,000 protesters went to Washington today. Opponents say the bill is too complicated and it would create 111 new government agencies and programs. At the same time, the bill got the endorsement of the AARP and the American Medical Association. But Congressman Bob Goodlatte says that doesn't mean much.
Only about 20% of doctors are members of the AMA today, and I've been told by a great many doctors in Harrisonburg area and elsewhere in my district that there'll be even fewer numbers after this issue because they're very unhappy with the AMA and the position they have taken.
You can see the entire interview with Congressman Goodlatte at WHSV.com.
Well, after 2 losses tonight, there was a lot on the line for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of lost, their national championship dreams with these back-to-back losses, but it was going to go from bad to worse if they lost again tonight to an East Carolina team that beat them in Blacksburg last year. So we will see if the Hokies could snap that losing streak tonight coming up. Plus, high school playoff volleyball highlights, and we will go for a run with our student athlete of the week in sports. Tech lost at home last Thursday. They were at East Carolina tonight. And of course, Ryan Williams had that costly fumble last week. Looks like he's gotten over it. Holding on to the football there, breaking tackles, and then breaks this 46-yard run. Finally tripped up right there, but that's part of a career-high 179 yards. And then look at Tyrod Taylor, the nice fake. Breaks in, but loses the football at the goal line. That is ruled a fumble and a touchback. So it is still 6-0 Hokies at that point. Still in the second quarter, Tyrod tries it again, pulls it down, heads toward the goal line. This time, no fumble. Yes, touchdown. 13-yard touchdown run. The game's only TD. The Hokies snap that losing streak with a 16-3 win on the road tonight. UVA football fans hoping for a quick decision on Al Groh's future are going to have to wait. The school's athletic director told the AP today that he won't address Groh's status until after this season. Craig Littlepage says Groh will be evaluated based on his full body of work. Right now, Groh's team is 3-5 and attendance is down more than 7,000 fans a game from last year. Massanutten District Volleyball Tournament started tonight at Harrisonburg. The Blue Streaks taking on top seed Spotswood. First game, Aiden New City at the net for Harrisonburg right there. The Streaks jumping out to the early lead in the first game, but Spotswood takes over from there. Alexa Benson setting up Kathleen Scheel for the winner right there. The Blazers advance to Saturday's title match by winning in 3 games. In the other semi, 2-seed Turner Ashby facing the Broadway Gobblers. Late in the first game, Gobblers were down, but making a comeback. Megan Harris with the big block right there. Gobblers trying to pull off the upset, but too much TA in this one. Jenny Ann Flory. No response for the Gobblers there on that one. Knights go on to win in 3 as well, so they get another shot at the Blazers on Saturday. How about those unbeaten Riverheads Gladiators facing Stonewall tonight for the Shenandoah District title? They won the first game. Second game, Kelsey Floyd's return right there can't be returned by the Generals, and Riverhead's just 2 points away from another win. Game point, look at Kristen Moody right there coming in for the dig. Kayla Baugh returns it right there for Riverheads, and the Generals can't handle that one either. Gladiators add another trophy to their case with the 3-game win. Well, one Stonewall Jackson senior already has his plan for the future in place, from his college choice to the sport he'll play and his career when he's all done. Here is Zach Choate with our Student Athlete of the Week.
He's the type of student that, as a teacher, you'd want to have a whole class of.
Stonewall Jackson's Caleb Galladay juggles a lot when it comes to sports and studies.
He's so talented academically and teachable. He's just a great kid to be around.
Caleb is on his way to being a licensed electrician, and he also plans to attend EMU next fall and major in education.
I've always been around little kids, and I've been doing soccer camps, coaching soccer camps for younger kids over the summers. And so, like, being around little kids and stuff and teaching is something I like to do.
And soccer isn't about to stop for Caleb either. Caleb, who helped the Generals to the state semifinals this past spring, will play for the Royals next year.
It's an excellent fit for him. Caleb's done some club soccer, playing for Coach Mast actually, as part of Shenandoah Valley United. So he's played with those guys. He's familiar with the summer league, the summer turf league at EMU. I would look for him to be a pretty solid contributor at the D3 level.
And that's not all. Caleb also runs cross country at Stonewall.
Caleb's meant a lot to the program because when we were a thinning program, Caleb came in and helped us rebuild our program.
He's earned all districts since then, and he usually lets his running do the talking for him.
He's a silent leader on and off the course. I mean, it just all of a sudden sparks the team.
At Stonewall Jackson, Zach Choate, WHSV Sports.
ODAC women's basketball preseason poll released today. EMU 3rd, Bridgewater tied for 4th.
Okay, thank you.
George?
Some great get outside kind of weather headed our way. Another look at the forecast when we come back.
Well, George, we're starting to see some of the first signs that winter is on the way.
Yeah, and kind of this a little teaser, I think, because it gets kind of cool out there. You got to close the windows,
Right.
turn the heat on, and then as we get into the weekend, you think, oh, so much for the winter thing, because it's going to be nice. This is what it looks like out there right now. We do have some precipitation up to the north, moving into Frederick County, Winchester area. A little bit of wintry mix involved in that, and they're heading over towards Washington. Don't think we're going to see any of that here, and I don't think they're going to experience any major accumulation up that way. Tomorrow, 51 will be the high. We'll have high pressure over the area, mostly sunny skies out there, but not quite close enough to the coast to warm things up just yet. But it will get there, and you'll see the difference on Saturday. And then as we get into Sunday, Monday, and it's just sunny days right on through. Yeah. And I also mentioned we have tropical depression now. Ida should, as it's kind of scheduled to reform possibly and head into the Gulf of Mexico as a hurricane. We'll keep an eye on it. Kind of interesting.
Okay, thank you,
November.
George.
Thanks a lot, George. Thank you for staying up with us. Have a good night.